right, y'all. Well, see this thing right here? You know what this is, in addition to being a literary journal? It is one group of people's attempt to fill the dead air and blank space of modern life. All of you who are in my World Lit class know we've been talking about limbo a little bit and the sighing that goes on. That's where most of us are at, and art represents an attempt to fill that blank space and that dead air, whether it's the dead air with music or the blank space with painting, whatever it is. And we did that just tonight with conversation, with stories, with reciting poetry aloud. So we're all doing it, whether we're doing this or not. So take one of these with you. After all, I hate to put it in these terms. You might find this appalling. But these are your these are your tuition dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. Even if, don't just take it to be polite. What's impolite is when people take stuff, walk 20 steps and throw it in the first wastebasket that appears. Take one and give, if you want to, if you're going to read it, or give one to someone you know might be interested. This is exactly the kind of thing that should be going on in a college, and you're a part of it. You should be happy even if you yourself don't have a taste for it. I do want to say, too, that for a club like this, and for this to happen, always really, there might be a bunch of people involved, but really there's only always one or two people that are responsible for just about 98% of it. And the founder of the club happens to be in the room tonight, and that is myself. No, I got a lot of shit for a lot of shit, but especially for that. But our very own Robin Giles is back. This is actually like old timers' day at the ballpark. We have, I think, is it Heather here somewhere too? Yeah, Heather's here from the beginning, one of the founding mothers of the club. We were just talking about destiny. I don't know whatever the heck happened to her, but I have to commend the lovely Miss Andrea Quinn on essentially putting this thing together 3 years in a row behind the scenes. And I think the greatest feat of all is tolerating so much of my company. I mean, oh my God, like the woman hours you put in on that. Woo! What's that?
I said tolerating.
Barely withstanding, living to tell about it. Oh, actually, she's got a lot in common with Dante. It's like her own inferno, but she made it out the other side. So this does represent our, even though our, everybody's attempts to fill that dead air and blank space are, whether they're ultimately futile or not makes them no less noble. Just wait until we read Don Quixote. Meanwhile, we have meetings all the time in this club. Come up and talk to us if you want to be a part of it. We have a Facebook page where all this stuff is announced. I think it's the DPS-Lit Club of CCC, is that right? Go home and friend us, and if you're lucky, if you pass the audition, if you make the cut, we'll friend you right back. If nothing